So let's see the quick demo of hotel management system app, Android app and web application app using Flutter application which manage .NET Aspire. So here our web application which has that all that feature of patient, doctor and all. Similar, there's authentication mechanism over here. So simply logged in, and once you logged in our Android app, so you are able to see same dashboard and same features, all that our feature in Android as well, and that also manage actually in here in our .NET Aspire. And not only this, also we can just manage, create your APK file of release file or normal debug file. So everything actually we will build over here with the agent skill of Flutter. So yeah, let's moving to start implementation. So before start implementation, I'm especially recommend if you first time visit my channel, which is real world dev, here I'm just recommend this session because we just built previously hospital management system using .NET Aspire skill. So we will continue this session to in this year to add Flutter application for Android and web application using Flutter skills. And apart from that, if you want to build AI application, full stack, game code, cloud and mobile and all, so you can learn many things over here. So let's moving to start implementations. So first step, we have to go to my GitHub link, which is Karthik786 git, and here my all that repository, and I'll just take one repository. So we just complete last session, so which is Aspire new update. And yeah, just clone it this repository, and I already clone it over here. So let me open in a VS Code. So this is my that project which we just covered last time, and yeah, which already have all that Aspire service host project, and also this is service default, and this is web application of Blazor, and this is Keycloak actually we used for authentication. So yeah, before we start, we have to ensure actually this is running or not. So for running, actually we can just simply use Aspire run, that simple command, and hit enter. So just copy this URL, go back to the browser and just open it in here, and also ensure your Docker desktop is running. So now my Docker desktop is running because everything Aspire actually create a container. So there is a couple of dependency in this project, so like SQL database and also Keycloak server. So those are things actually we just running inside the Docker container. So everything they will try to run and create a container and run here. So don't need to do anything, just run your Docker desktop. Also actually we just add one more steps over here, dev tunnel. So if you want to use that API service and all in your globally level, like outside this app, this system, so you can just use this dev tunnel, so which I just configured over here. So that also you can just check out once you just open this one and just continue. Now that the service is up and running, and also you can access outside of this system using this URL, dev tunnel URL, so that we can ensure okay Scalar. So using a Scalar, now also we have that API UI. So all that API now see it is available, and you can just use this URL and outside this system, so you can get access anywhere. So yeah, that's why we using this dev tunnel. Additionally we just add over here, and yeah, these are our app services, and this is our web application. So yeah, simply we can just open this web application also to ensure okay. So now we are asking to admin and admin whatever that password actually. So yeah, once you're logged in, so I'm able to see my application is running in the Blazor application with this complete HMS application. So yeah, that pretty much good. Like that whatever application we just trying to build, so everything is working fine first after local cloning. So yeah, once you're done, now we have to implement our Flutter application in this .NET Aspire. So for that, what you need to do, simply you can just close that and just open it another terminal, and in here we have to use that our free coding assistance, which is Freebuff. So I'm just using this one. So if you don't know, okay, so I think Freebuff. So if you don't know how we can set up and also, yeah, visit my channel, you will get that one session. And I'll just check this DeepSeek model, which is completely also free over here, like 24 hours for per day. There's no limitation. So yeah, now we are set up everything. Now before we start your Flutter application, we have to record some skills of Flutter skills, so that they can, our agent actually can easily understand what are the skills actually required to create application and all, and they can create accurate based on that skills and all. So for that, what we need to do, we have to go to this this Flutter official website, we are have that agent skills, and they just provide this two command which we can install our skills. Like one is that flutter skill, another one is a dot. So yeah, I'll just take the one by one both. So go to here and just open it another terminal over here, and yeah, I'll just simply hit enter. Now they are asking, okay, so if you want to install project level or global level, so yeah, I'll just using that as of now project level, but yeah, if you want to, you can use the global level. Also they're asking proceed to installation, yes. And once you're done, now if you go to that agent section, I'm able to see all that flutter skills is available over here. That's fine. Now go back to again that browser, take that another one dot skills and hit enter and follow that same, and yeah, project level, proceed, done. Now those are skills is available. Now we are good to go to create application. So now go back to our agent coding assistance terminal over here, and now we will ask, okay, so what I need to do, simply I can just skip this prompt, just simple prompt like as a normal prompt. So create a flutter app for this BAB and Android, and also if you want to add, so you can just add for desktop application. So but currently I'm using BAB and Android, and use in this .NET Aspire, so that once I start app, both app can start it. So as like simple, you can just ask, okay, what you need to do. So I just want to add a new application and hit enter. Well, after that analysis over here, as you can see, they just first read all that complete applications, and once you're done, now they get some understanding what they're trying to build over here, and then they just create some to-do list. That means whatever that task they want to create. So here they just have to create a Flutter project in this Aspire startup directory, and also API client model, basic hospital management system. Also they just add executable and verify project build Aspire configuration is correctly or not. So this is nice actually. Based on that our prompt and requirement, they can just understand, and they just try to build complete applications over here. So yeah, they just try to one by one, and let's wait to complete all the task. So yeah, I can see over here almost they complete it, but in the end of this while compiling, so they get some error and all. So this is nice, and this is the beauty of this Freebuff coding assistance. So once whatever they're trying to build, so they build, and also they just check in the last session in the code review, like is there any issues or is there any bug, whatever they build and all. So there is a help availability over here, they can just fix that issue. So yeah, let them fix that all that issues. So finally it's got completed and everything they just complete, and also they just asking to, okay, so you have to go to this, and then like simply Aspire start, and you can just run it. So yeah, we will try to run. So yeah, just go to that terminal. So in this terminal, simply I can just use Aspire run and hit enter. And before that also, actually you have to need open emulator. So this emulator actually for Android application, we have to run this emulator. So for also you can just simply set up Android Studio or something like that, where you can just run your emulator. So yeah, also you can check out my videos that couple of months ago. Actually I just created some session how we can create and all. So yeah, you can just go to that and set up this emulator. And also once you set up, you have to ensure over here ADB and devices. So once you ADB devices, that means now my emulator device is currently attached and it is running. So I think based on this, actually we can just run our application. So now our endpoint is ready, like listening point. So now copy this, go back to that browser, and in this browser, like whatever we hold open. So let me just close everything and just open this. And once you open, now I am able to see this two section they just newly add now our dashboard. Previously it was not there. So Flutter Android and Flutter BAP. So now this two application is running, and also that whatever actually run this application in my Android app, so that also log will be available over here. So now see, I'm able to see this try to launch our application, like they just build and try to launch. So yeah, let me wait to launch over here. So meanwhile what I can do, I can simply side by side this to application, and yeah, go back to here. Yeah, meanwhile open Android app, so we can open web application. So this is our web application URL. So also if I just open it, so yeah, it is up and running, there's no issue. So I can just Flutter web application, open another tab over here, and once you open, perfect, now I'm able to see this complete login screen, because we have application API application which have authentication, so that's why they add login mechanism. So admin and admin 123 and just sign in. Perfect. Now see how look like. So this is amazing, right? And also there's a sidebar which has all that navigation menu, and also is a bottom nav menu over here. Even I just click that menu more, so the all that other navigation menu is available. Also there is a sign out option. So if I just full screen, so if it is full screen, so yeah, this bottom navigation see has gone, because that is the responsive web application they just created. If I just small up your screen size, so that navigation will be available. So this is nice. And all as like our previous Blazor application, I think same things, they just build all that API, consume that API in my local, and based on this actually they just try to build all that feature. So this is nice for this web application. But yeah, we have to check our Android application. So yeah, let me go to here. Yeah, it's still there's trying to launch. Actually first time definitely it will take some time for Android, because they will just first actually create that APK file in your local, and once you complete they will just deploy your emulator. So that what actually they're trying to do over here. So yeah, almost done. So now they are trying to install. So yeah, look like, yeah, I'm able to see. So they're just trying to install my emulator. Perfect. Now I'm able to see that login screen same as like web application. So if I just log in with this admin, and also they just provide that information over here, test credentials like admin and Dr. Smith. So yeah, whatever login you want, so you can just logged in. So I'm using that admin credential and logged in. And once you logged in, they just load. Perfect. Now I'm able to see that complete dashboard, even whatever that information in the top, even how we can show you the full screen. Okay, now well I just set something. So yeah, now we are good. Now I'm able to see this complete I think emulator over here. So yeah, now this is dashboard, and yeah, all that navigation I can see over here. Based on the navigation it is populating that particular features. And if I once I done this for navigation, if I want to more, so it will appearing that all complete navigation. So if I go to that particular navigation, I'm able to see this information. Even there's a filter as well. So this complete application, this is built it this one prompt, right? And yeah, this is that nice. And then what I can do, I can simply try to something appointment. Okay, so let me just create one appointment over here. So this is the patient. What patient I want to use? This patient, which doctor? This doctor. And yeah, I'll nothing special over here, just save it. And once you save, now I'm able to see this is schedule. And yeah, once you complete, so I can just complete. Yeah, so nice, right? So this is the way actually we can just build our Android application using Flutter, like not only Android and a web application, also using that .NET Aspire. And yeah, that pretty much good I think for building this complete hospital management system in here using free coding assistance. And one last thing actually we will try to add over here. Okay, so yeah, I think before wrap up, we have to check like how they are building this application, right? So what that structure and all. So yeah, if we go to that project structure and all, so they just create this new Flutter app, and in this Flutter app they just handle all this Android and web application and window application and all. So yeah, I think that's pretty much good, that structure and all. So if I go to that lib section, so these are the models they just created. And yeah, also if we go to that screen, so these are screens actually they just created. And also these are the service authentication service, and this is the visit, and this is the main file. And if I go to that AppHost project, so if you go to this AppHost project, go to that app section, and in this app section what they're trying to do simply, I think these are previously we have done app services and all, app tunnel, this is fine. But yeah, this one actually newly added. So yeah, if I just close it over here, so yeah, for Flutter web application we just simply use AddExecutable. And this AddExecutable, whatever command actually we have to try to forcefully run web application in Flutter. So same thing we just use as AddExecutable, and using the with the reference, actually what is that reference actually to dependence, like API actually depend on this application, right? So we just add that application. And also there's a authentication mechanism, we have used Keycloak server. So also they just authenticate over here, like dependent over here. And if I go down for Android, similar way we have to try to do it as executable. And here also we just mention our emulator name over there and run command, and also we define whatever our base URL. So this is our base URL, and based on also this is the reference and this is the dependencies. That pretty much good, right? So now only just add this two section in our .NET Aspire and we are good to run this Flutter application. And yeah, also if you want, I will just add two things over here. Like if I want to create a APK file or release APK file for install that APK in our real device. So for that actually I can ask to our over here, like they can, coding assistant can build that. But yeah, this is a simple 2-line command, so I already prepared that. So yeah, let me just add those. So let me just copy this section and save it. Okay, and here I'm just add some comments over here. So yeah, once I will start this application again, and once you actually complete, so it will just create our APK, flutter debug APK, flutter release APK, like this two command, right? So you don't need to do anything, just run your application. And in this dashboard section, so yeah, let me just close that. I think let me show you. Let me save it again and go to and close that and run it again, Aspire run. Now application got running properly, and go back to here and just try to run. Yeah, so let me run. And yeah, also over here, see, if you just go to that log section of the debug section, they just start to build your application APK file for these two mode. Like one is debug mode and one is release mode. So both APK file will be created in this particular location which I just mentioned over here. So yeah, if you go to Flutter build app output and then APK flutter APK, and here you will just see build release APK file and debug APK file. So this APK file you can just move your any real device and you can just simply install and run your application. I think yeah, that pretty much good. So yeah, feel free add the comments, like if you want to mode application, like for example currently we add Flutter Web and Android, right? So if you want to more like a desktop application and other, so yeah, you can just add the comments. And also in upcoming session definitely we will try to add more application like .NET MyU application for Android web desktop. So thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to